was on some wild shit. I was lost, you the truth, and I found it. I wanna make you mine in due time, girl. You shine like a supernova. Why don't you come over? We can do it sober, or I'll like the doja, or you'll get tipsy. You got real wet for the fact you miss me, and I miss you. Aiming for your body with my missile. Did I hurt you? You say nah, this shit's official.
Right back. Peace, peace, peace. Let me know when y'all get back on, if y'all come back on. It's the Hood Mystic, representing www.hoodmystic.com, representing patreon.com/TheHoodMystics, where you can get, monthly readings every month for as little as $1 a month. Is where you subscribe and donate to this channel and this content. So anything else, paypal.me/TheHoodMystic, Cash App Hoodmystic38. And remember to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notifications tab for your daily energy readings, which we do Monday through Friday, unless it's something else going on. But we try to be fairly consistent with these daily astrology readings for the people. And so with that being said, let's just jump straight into it. All right, peace, 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 peace. What's up, family? How's everything going today? The title of this video is called Cheat Codes. Now, when I grew up, there was this such thing as cheat codes where you would play the video game, but it would be too hard or whatever, and then you would look online, or they used to have like these books with these cheat codes, and you put in the cheat codes: up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, BA, 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 start, and then you get all the guns, all the money, all whatever you need. You go to any level. And so what we're going to try to do with this astrology is give us life cheat codes. And the reason that we study astrology, because other than any other thing, like weather can be human modified, time can be, modified through our emotions, but astrology just simply is. Like, nobody can come in to this thing and be like, we're going to shut down Venus for today, or we're going to shut down Mars, or Susie from HR is not going to come in and tell you that, Uranus is shut down for, it's under construction and things of that nature. So we simply deal with astrology because astrology is, and, we basically go day for day. So Monday, we generally talk about the moon, Tuesday, Mars, Wednesday, Mercury, Thursday Jupiter, and Friday Venus. And in the meantime, in between time, we touch on the other planets as well. So we're just not fixated on a planet today, but generally, since it is Tuesday, we will take more of a refined look at Mars, because today is ruled by Mars. So with that being said, let's talk about Mercury in conjunct Mars. And to me, as Mercury plans to go into Virgo and Mars plans to go into Aquarius, this is a good time to touch bases. This is a good time to get into a huddle and map out the play. Make sure the plan is in place. Make sure Tyrone is on the flank. Make sure Jimmy is on the slot. Make sure Shireen is on the other flank. And we're going to run a 4-30-50 action pass, okay? Play action to little Tyrone Jr. in the backfield. We're going to play action fake to him. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say is making sure all your family, all your baby daddies, all your baby mamas, everybody is fully in line on what's about to happen, as the energy makes it. It's going to be a transformation. It's going to be a shift. But I don't necessarily want to get people into the habit of waiting for shifts to happen. I want people to get into the habit of making shifts happen. And so as you begin to incorporate people into your life, into your consciousness, make sure they understand what's expected, what's looking forward as Mars begins to transit into Aquarius, Mercury transit into Virgo, Venus gets to transit into Scorpio, and it's all of a great preparation, in my opinion, of Jupiter going into its home space in Sagittarius, which happens this November. But all of that being said, Mars is squaring Venus. So, what we talked about in the new moon, which the links are below in the description, in the new moon video, is I want everybody to pay attention to that video and really get this key point. To ground yourself in spirituality, deeply, deeply ground yourself in spirituality, and then from that point, letting things go. Not letting things go, then getting into the spirituality. Because if you're not grounded in your spirituality, if the shit don't really make sense, then what I'm about to say, and as we explain Venus and the different things that she's putting us through, then it's incorrect. We do the inner work so the outer work can make a lot more sense. And so this is more of a preface. Mars square Venus is just more to that point. Are you over a situation? Are you completely ready to move on? Or are you still in your heart of hearts, your little heart of hearts, that little baby, that baby heart, that heart that you don't really notice a lot? Is that still trying to make it work? Is it still trying to, maybe you and Tyrone got more things to work out. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're confused on the whole situation. And I can tell you that confusion is due to your lack of clarity and your lack of progression. Things should be very clear and very easy to let go of at this point, because what you are holding on to is of much more value. If you are not holding on to anything of value, which is yourself, then everything external has a greater value to you than what is internal, and that's a problem, and that's going to have you in a lack of progression. That's going to have you trying to master or acquire some level of wealth to make this or to be this when you are that already. And so bringing that forward as opposed to trying to make it work, trying to change somebody else. Mars square Venus is basically, we're going this place, we're doing this, do you want to come? No? Okay. The opposite is, why don't you want to come? You always come. I need you to come. Only a real man would come. Don't be a fake ass nigga and don't come. Like, you understand, that's a Mars square Venus too. But that's you trying to pull on a situation and not getting nowhere. Mars square Uranus is the same vibe, but it's more or less like once you realize that Tyrone and Jimmy and Shireen, they either going to do it or they're not going to do it, the play still happens regardless. So, say for instance, we on the football team and, you know, your wide receiver is mad, but it's 10 seconds left and he not going to perform. But you look back at your running back, he hungry. He wants it. And the play is to throw to your star player. And it's like, you as a quarterback, you know, this nigga ain't about to catch this ball. He's really trying to act a damn fool right now, and this ain't the moment. And you look back at your running back, and he's ready. So you got to audible and be the quarterback, win the Super Bowl, get the trophy, all of that. Or else you waiting for a particular ideal to be a certain type of way. This is something to really be mindful of. A lot of people have Mars square Venuses too, where there is a play to be made, but you want it to be a certain way. Like sometimes, you know, I used to watch those like football videos back in the day, like in the 90s, where they had like just the clips and all of that, like just mad football clips, and then the one old school dude like NFL Films presents, and then you just see all these wacky ass plays where it's like, oh, them be the plays that live on forever, the plays that didn't really go the way you wanted it to go, but it got the job done. Like, realizing that progression and your higher calling is way more important than what's going on this surface terrestrial life. Like, you have to really understand that the shit that people are doing is crazy. It's not making no sense. They're weird. The stuff that makes sense to you is valid. It needs to be investigated. You need to take it seriously. It's not weird. It's powerful. And the only problem is you haven't fully made it and invested your time and energy into yourself. And I know that's ironic, but that's where we're at today, September 4th, 2018. And so I'm going to just try to bust through these. And from Mars square Uranus, you really have to be an adult about who you are. Like, you are somebody, Tyrone. You are somebody, Shireen. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't nobody. Don't let nobody tell you that ain't shit. And then when shit falls, the way that it falls, it tumbles and it turns. And it's like, and the ball's in your hand. And then you look to the coach. And all the coach is saying, run, run, run. And then you just start running. That's a Mars square Uranus. So, really process who you are and where you are in this moment. There is no mistakes. There is no coincidences. If you got the ball in your hand and the play wasn't pretty, run. Get that touchdown. Get these points. We about to kick it off. Because what I love about astrology, there is no endpoint. You know, if we score, then we got to go back, kick the ball off, and get ready to start playing some defense. Hopefully we can get an interception, get the ball back. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we playing the game right now. And instead of, you know, trying to do everything the right way, we're not trying to break no laws, but we are trying to break some fucking laws of physics. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to break no terrestrial laws and get ourselves in jail, but we trying to get up out of this hellhole that we've created for ourselves. And so, using our words, tapping into our higher selves, bring it down into the words. That's going to override that square with Uranus, okay? Mars in conjunct Moon. Very simple. Pressure. Release. Pressure. Freedom. Where is the pressure? Doing what Tyrone want, doing what Shireen want, doing what your mama want, doing what your daddy want, doing what your boyfriend want, doing what your girlfriend want. All of that shit is pressure. Doing what your kids want. Mommy, pick me up at da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I'm hungry. Okay. Pressure. Doing what you want. There is no pressure when you do what you want. The problem is we don't know what we want. The only way we can figure out what we want is through clarity. Simple shit. But a lot of people don't do it. I'm gonna do it right now. That's my wife's tea. It cleanses me. It gets rid of all of the negative energy that we attract throughout our experience on this planet. On the astral levels, on all levels of life, we attract negative energy. And if we do not have a modality to clear it, then we don't know what the fuck is going on. And so as the moon opposed Cancer in Saturn, this is where I got the title for this video. The moon is going to be opposed Saturn for a majority of the day as it goes into Cancer. And so the moon in Cancer is extremely full of depth, full of talent, full of possibilities. Since the new moon is going to be conjunct Neptune, and Cancer is a co-ruler of Neptune is a co-ruler of Cancer along with the moon. So we can fully preparate ourselves, fully cleanse ourselves, not for the sake of getting rid of anything, but for the sake of receiving that light, receiving that truth. And so I'm just not saying clarity, clear, and all of this shit like, okay, what do you mean? I mean, drink water. I mean, cleanse yourself. However you decide to cleanse yourself. You could do an enema bag. You could drink water. You could do all types of stuff. Indeed. I mean, I'll talk to her. I'll definitely talk to her. And it's something that we talked about, you know, especially like with business and things of that nature. I think she even has it all the way set up, like, but just getting that attention. So I'll just remind her about, her teas, and her teas really saved my life on the daily. You understand? It gives me that cheat code. Like, I'm not really about to, I'm not marketing or selling her teas. I'm literally giving people an example. Like, you could make tea yourself. But drinking water or really clearing enough to not let this material sit in your being as it goes through a waning moon. And as you want to be clear and really get your work down pat for this fucking new moon. You don't want to just go into this new moon just a collection of karmic energy, negative astro energy in your body. There's fucking stakes from 4 months ago still trying to get through. You don't want to go to a new moon like that. You don't want to plant you never planted a garden without getting rid of everything. You just didn't plant a garden on top of tires, on top of like really think about it, folks. It's not that hard, we can make it very hard though. So let's look at this for a second. We have the Ten of Cups with the Empress with the Three of Discs at the top. So let's just look at this for a second. Let it sink in for a second. And so let's just talk this through real quick. So the Ten of Cups with the Empress and the Three of Discs shows me that you'll get what you're gonna get, and you'll get to where you're gonna get to, but you need to have the emotional satisfaction or the emotional feeling
of already having it. And don't make it be some old fake, you know, wishing and dreaming and shit. Actually use it off the stuff that you've already built. Like where I'm at, I feel as though I'm headed in the right direction. And I'm not just feeling like I'm heading in the right direction because I haven't been doing shit. You know, it took a lot of work to even feel like, okay, maybe this is the right direction. Because even doing this work or studying and things of that nature, doing it, I never felt like, okay, this is something that's going to really propel me in life. I felt like this is interesting in this moment. I'll keep studying it. But as I kept studying it, I've created a foundation for myself, and now I know where I want to go. And I'm not bragging or anything like that. I'm just using myself as an example. I'm not mindlessly hoping that things work out good for me. I'm saying I can now project the emotional feeling that I want to have a year from now, and still work towards that too, and not be passively waiting for something good to happen to me. So, lust, fortune, and the 10 of Swords. First off, when you have the 10 of Swords, it's all about cutting people off. It's all about really reaching a culmination of, I'll take you, take you, take you, and the rest of y'all gonna stay back here. And you don't even have to be mean about it. You could just move to a different city. You could just move to a different side of town. You know, and people wouldn't even know none of the wiser. But ultimately, the lust is something that I read about as I went to sleep. Like, I fell asleep just trying to read about it, trying to understand, like, how to fully understand desires, wealth, and spirituality without compromising yourself, without corrupting yourself. And the answer that I got to that was, your desires, habits, vices will fuck you up. If you are pure of heart, if you are pure of action, if you love your family, if you are a man of integrity, if you invest, if you clear, if you say what's in your heart, then all of that becomes synonymous. But if you're not clear and you saying what other people think that you should say and doing everything that you think people should think you should do, and you might be blessed but you don't realize you blessed, or you might be in a fucked up situation and don't realize you're in a fucked up situation. It's just that your family is like, good job, girl, you doing it. I want to be just like you when I grow up, but you fucked up on the inside. So good luck, bad luck. What is it? It's really nothing until you begin to take yourself seriously, take your life seriously, and not base it off what people say. Because the moment that people start to talk shit, you ain't shit, the Hoodmystic ain't shit. He sold me some weed in the 90s. I know he ain't shit. Then he go to jail. Why'd you listening to him? You know, all this type of weird shit. Like, people can say all this type of shit about you, but until you really figure it out for yourself, it don't matter if people celebrate me. It don't matter if people throw tar and feathers on me. At this point, I'm ready. Because I'm not basing anything. Like, everything that I'm doing, I've had the conversation, I've had the dream, I had the realization within myself before all of this. Double voices. I don't know. But ultimately, it's important that we focus on what we truly want, as opposed to focusing on what other people want. And to me, that is the cheat code. That will get you to the next level. That can get you to where you want to be. That can get you to all the things that you want to experience when you really trust yourself.
trying to get validation from other people, and you don't know their. An interesting thing that I heard about a network where the person in front of you is really irrelevant. You really need to figure out who the person is in back of them, because that'll tell you more about the relationship or where the relationship can go, other than what. Because when the person's in front of you, they're only going to tell you the good shit, you know. But then it's like, well, what about this heroin addict behind you? What about this, you know, abusive person behind you? And so that person is bringing that energy into your sanctuary. So even if you have friends and family and things of that nature who depending on you, who coming to you, you have to really be mindful of what they're doing too, because that energy. Oh wow. Let me see. This is weird. Let me see. Is this better? Chauncey, can you cut that down?
I did. I had just accidentally turned it up.
Oh. Is this better? I really don't know. I turned down the mic. Let me know if this is better in the chat. Then it's like hella delays. Good morning. Much better. All right. Basically, man, I don't know. It's a technical difficulties, and let me just go back for a second. It's a weird echo. Indeed, yeah. Ten of Swords is it's a very strong. A very strong placement for this month, and it's at least twice or three times a week you see it. And to me, it's very important that you really cut people off, not because they're directly bad to you, but because they're directly bad to yourselves. The more that you talk, I don't know why that is. It's crazy. Maybe I'm too close to the mic. I don't know. Hold on one second. You said it makes me sound like a god. But yeah, we need to connect on the phone. So make sure you hit me up at www.hoodmystic.com. Look up the readings and consultations tab. If you want an astrology reading is very in-depth, very in tune. It's going to really focus on your whole chart. There's going to be a document. We talk on the phone for however long that you want, however long the message goes through. And then, you know, there's other things that I offer for a reduced price, other than astrology reading. But if you just want me to look at your chart and not get so in deep into it, we can do that as well. But just make sure you hit me up at www.hoodmystic.com, hoodmystic@gmail.com. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to take a look at this and see what's the deal. Oh, I know what it is. I bet you this is 10 times better, huh? Damn. Okay. I think I had my headphones volume up too loud, and so when I would talk, it would come out of my headphones too, and especially when I yelled, it would have a double voice. So that was the problem. It was my fault. I take responsibility. So tomorrow, sound problems corrected. Indeed. That's why I'm saying, you know, if you can't afford a reading, you can't afford Patreon or anything like that, but you enjoy the message, if you want to support or help this channel, just share the video on your social media, your Facebooks, your Twitters. You know, do record it on your laptop with your phone and do a story on Instagram. You know, shit like that. It don't necessarily have to be money, but I do hope that you guys support if you do gain from this, because, you know, not for my credit, but simply if I've learned something or if I've gained something, I've shared it. I just want to share this information, and so I can't share it all to, I don't know everybody, so if you can share it to people, that'd be awesome. But with all the technical difficulties and everything which has been happening, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful day, man. Peace. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be much clearer because it's Mercury Day, so let's get it. Peace.